Yawn. We are now live. Various shrub flowers enjoy different seasons. Try to plant all kinds of shrubs to enjoy the changing seasons. We got a we got a mushroom wreath. Let's go. Okay, so let us begin. We have a lot of Nook mileage stuff. Red was at my friend's town, so I was able to get that. Honestly, it's really perfect with how it went. Hello! So you have not seen the town, I think. So allow me to show you what we've done. We have this nice log fence for this area. Ignore the green mums. I'm taking them from someone, my friend Taika, who is awesome. She really didn't want any of them, so I was like, I'll just take them off your hands. I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but for now they're just here. All of these are rock locations. And here we have where we're going to place all the flower beds. There we go. Isn't that amazing? You can't really see it too well for the other ones, but it's nice knowing it's there. So that's Nan's house, and this is going to be Sasha's house. We then have this little step area here with our pond, which is a bamboo inspired area. We now have this. We're gonna have sorry. We're gonna have more clothing things here, some mannequins here, a lot of flowers around, and yeah, I think this looks really nice. So I'm happy about this. Obviously, we'll fix up this now that we can. We'll have a chopped coconut tree right here. In fact, we have the ability to do that right now. So we'll chop that down at some point. We've also made strides in actually improving our house. So this is where our house will be. We'll have money trees as well as some of my favorite flowers behind this. We'll have some more flowers here and here on both sides. And then otherwise we also have flowers here as well. So a good amount of flowers. Probably we'll just have some basic things outside. It's just meant to be there, so then hey, we have a nice place for our house. We're probably going to have a Mario pipe. Maybe the Mario pipe is here, and then we can just travel whenever we want. And that's all for this side of the island, pretty much. We do have a pathway, and we have fixed this entire area, so all of that is done. So, if we go across the river, we have Chevrolet's house. So, Nan and Chevrolet are part of a folk tale, I guess you could say, where essentially two goats, one black, one white, live across a river from each other, and they send each other letters, but because they are goats, they eat the letters before they actually can read them. So, to replicate that, I have Chevrolet living here, and Nan living here. So, literally, they are just across the river. And to also facilitate that, they're on like the same side, with their like little chairs and outdoorsy areas. So then it's like, oh, they do need to send letters to each other. There'll also be the alternating flower patterns. Up here as well, we have Reds, and Reds also has a pond, just so then there's a bit more to do with this area. Let's get this done. Also get out of this ugly outfit. Into our awesome chef clothes, because we're cooking an island today. Yeah, I've completely everything this entire thing. Awesome, we now have orange roses. We're trying to just like, although I could do the cover the entire island with shit stuff, I don't want to do that. But yeah, this is where Colton and Sterling are gonna live, here and here. Essentially, we're gonna have 2 stone inclines, and then have the altar on the very top. Man, these roses are actually getting their special flowers very quickly. Unlike some plants. The good thing is with mums, we don't have to worry about breeding the green mums, really. Which is nice. I don't know what we're gonna do with them though, so there's that. All the ones I really want to be to give us some flowers are the only ones that don't give us flowers. It's really annoying. So we will quickly just take this, because we will need it at some point. And yeah, we'll just do our daily stuff of getting fossils, and then I guess at some point we're going to get rid of all these flowers. We'll move them rather, not just get rid of them. But yeah, we're also going to have an incline here as well. So I'm not sure exactly in which order we're going to do things. I think personally I would want to make this bridge first, just because bridges are like, I feel like there's a bit more, like if you really don't need to have a vaulting pole, like the more you focus on one, you don't really need to bring it unless you're going to an island at that point. Then I have so many presents already, I didn't realize. So we will travel to, yeah, we'll try to get, yeah, it's nice just having this bridge, because it now means that we have so much more just accessibility, which is what we're trying to do pretty much. Okay, nothing there. There it is. Yeah, so the things we're going to be moving in today's stream is definitely Zucker's home. I think if we move Zucker's home first, then we can build the... Oh, wait, no, we got a blue pansy. You know, that's actually really hype. Oh my god, we have Flick here too. Awesome! I've really been waiting on him. But yeah, so this is going to be the pansy area. So we're going to have blues, yellows, and then purple. The red and yellowy one, red and white. That's going to be the area of flowers that we have for that one. Yeah, it is, but it's also so held back by people moving people around at the same time. So we'll do snack machine and our drink machine. There we go. But yeah, so now that we've done all the general stuff that we wanted to do, I would like to now fix up this pathway, and I think there was maybe some other areas. No, I think that was like just building cliffs. One thing I wanted to focus on is as soon as you get off of the middle part of the island, so there's like a central kind of area, the pathway defaults to stone. So here it defaults to brick, and then when you get over here, I'm going to replace all of this with stone. Because I think that'll be like a cool enough change. Yeah, we need to get a brick for this area. Let's go into Nook's Cranny, see what the turnip prices are. Whenever they pause you like that, I always think they're gonna be like, yeah, so tomorrow there's not gonna be a place anymore. Jesus, it's basically still the same price. Yeah. Actually, I think we could do something kind of good with that brick wall. So we'll take that. Because with accent walls, you can actually do some pretty cool stuff. So for the Crab Cafe, we could have like pretty ornate looking area and then have one brick wall, or do something similar to that. But yeah, so now that we have that cut down tree, it's pretty nice. It's nice knowing that we have the ability to actually get like more bugs. So if I have like a friend over or something like that, we also have this fake painting here, but this is a cursed one, so pretty happy about that. Yep, now we'll get the Axe of Doom. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress we've made too. Yet again, I still don't know if we're gonna keep this area, because honestly, like, it's like there's not much really going on with it. Like, I like this area. So the fence, if I can't have it the way I have it, I'll just have the fence pretty much to stay the same, but I have block fence in the back. We should have also gotten the thing we wanted for Flick too, actually. But the thing that's super awesome is that when we have we will at some point soon have the ability to actually be moving these villages off of our beaches at some point soon, which is gonna be awesome. Yeah, so we'll put the one thing of sand. And then we'll go... Oh, brick wall as well. So yeah, we'll get our hermit crab for the DIY, and we'll also get... the other thing I was just thinking about. But yeah, I've pretty much gotten rid of all of the excess trees on the island, so now we're working with having to grow them if we really need them, which is fine. Since this is like a long play kind of thing anyway. Stream-based long play. There we go. There we go. We'll now do the museum stuff. But yeah, it's gonna look nicer and nicer like as we like expand forward with our ideas. I'm definitely thinking of like we could just do patterns for like areas like this with the grass like this. Obviously there'll be some areas where I'd rather there not be flowers, but like here for instance, we're probably just gonna like choose a flower and be like, I don't know, blue, red, or something, right? And it's gonna like, okay, cool. And then we'll do one for here, and like maybe even people on stream chat can be like, oh, I want this type of flower here, and then we have some flower here, and then a flower here. Okay, well at least it's not takoyaki, at least it's not cannibalism. I had some of that yesterday. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. I'm gonna pick that mushroom actually. I have like none of that mushroom. But yeah, so the next thing I might do off stream is literally just a mountainscape. Because that takes a long time. Before we do anything though, let's look at what our... Okay, flower seeds, woo. Okay. So we're still looking for the Pachycephalosaurus. Okay, so all of them are ones we have, and that's good because we do have the Pachycephalosaurus just done. Oh, whoops. Corpulite. Okay, none of them are ones we want, so we'll sell them. And now that we have the Bell Boon thing, we sell things for so much more money, which is so nice. Sadly, no Pachycephalosaurus for now. But yeah, I really like this island. I'm really focusing on just making it look nice and nature-filled, and making it like easy to navigate to a degree. Because obviously, like I have literally on stream and otherwise have forgotten that this area here, which just because this area here kind of just feels like the area that's over here, because it's like, you know, the same but different. I'm like, oh wait, no, I need to go further that way. Yeah, so we're selling things, and then we'll go to we'll probably talk to Flick, because I don't want to miss out on getting our hermit crab statue. But I'm really happy about that because that means that we can unironically get the things that we want. The statues around the island. We're only going to be able to get so many statues, so it's not like that crazy, but... Okay. No. Like I'm thinking, do I want to do Zucker now? We'll probably do Zucker first, and then we'll, go to Halves Island, and probably try to find a way to go to Cap'n Island. And need this. I found out that the football fish is a type of anglerfish, and not only that, but the football fish, when you make a model of it, it actually has a little like a male anglerfish with it as well, which is adorable. Because if you don't know, the male anglerfish essentially just becomes a body part for the female. That's just how they live. I think it would have been cool if maybe there was a thing where it was like, if you get a model of every single bug, you get FlixNet, and if you do that with CJ with all of the fish models, you get CJ's rod, and then maybe that's the unbreakable one. Like, gold is like pretty much unbreakable. Like, it still takes a long time. But then when you pardon me. But if you get basically what is essentially 4 times the amount of work, then you get more. Hello, Phantom King. By the way, last time you left, I was just, my mum came in and she was like, oh my god, I won this awesome giveaway. And I was like, damn. But you joined while I was paused, and then you left, I think. So, whoopsie daisy. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my mum's Mother Day is gonna be amazing. Cardboard box, more cardboard boxes, only cardboard boxes. Let's have a look at what this is all like. Yeah, that's fine. It was just funny because I saw you join chat and then I was like, oh, cool, Phantom King's here. And then you were like, oh no, I missed it. And I was like, no, you haven't, but I'm in the middle of a conversation. Is that a saying that people say in the South? Oh my god, we finally have floor light. Thank god. Yeah, so we do need to get some of these items. We'll be getting 2 pipes. I still think, to this day, they should have made it that mushroom platforms can be used to make a bridge, but like an interesting bridge you can jump between. We'll do layout changes, and then we'll do other stuff. The only annoying thing is I'm probably gonna need to get amiibo of the characters that I want to put on my island, as well as maybe some for my little brother and sister, because they're like, oh, I really want this character, and it's like, have fun with that. Yeah, parkour, it would be so, like, it would be like Mushroom Gorge. Like, it'd be sick. So we will build a bridge. I'm not sure what bridge I want to build though. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, if it's a bridge right next to a waterfall, I'm like, do I want it to be a more, like, I think, like, I'm kind of unsure. Because we have an iron bridge already. I don't want to double up on that. I don't want to do a Zen bridge because they just seem a bit silly for this one. But maybe it's not silly. We'll just go for the Zen bridge. It's sad that they didn't bring more bridges and inclines with 2.0. I feel like that's something that they would add. Yeah, I know, right? To be fair, that's only like 6 diving trips worth of money. Because on average, every single time we dive, not even with a full inventory, like with just 3 lines, we have the ability to earn pretty much on average 40,000. So that's really good. I'm so happy I already got that damn mole cricket. Oh, oops. This is the spot. But yeah, Zucker currently is right here in the middle of in front of my house essentially. So we'll grab this and just move Zucker in here. Because for now we just need to focus on getting everyone off the island, and then as soon as we are done, legitimately, as soon as we are done with moving my house, like we moved my house in there tomorrow, then we moved the campsite. Yeah, like I kind of like it, but at the same time, like I really enjoy bridges that like feel solid. This is the only diagonal bridge we're gonna do, by the way, just because I don't massively enjoy diagonal bridges in this game. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for what we have planned so far. Yeah. Well, it goes like in the water. I'm now starting to wake up a bit. I legit like woke up and I was like, time for Animal Crossing. I like how you can hear them say like Havu. Every single time. It's so useful to have that on. We'll need to think of a new outfit soon. Okay, so we started on one of the 10th days of whatever the previous month was, April. Every Animal Crossing game has bridges. It's for every single game, pretty much. It was just that, yeah, both of these are the same fake paintings and stuff. But yeah, so like in the original, it was kind of like based on what island you got, what place you got rather, because some of the towns in the original Animal Crossing was more prominent with their bridges. Like there's a version of your place you can get where legit there's just a bridge to a small island to a bridge for the sake of it. Oh, sugarcane, that's crazy. Hibiscus. Yeah, so we already have the hyacinths, so I think we'll just grab some hibiscus, sugarcane, and pumpkins. And that'll be 4,800, so we'll be able to do that. Fair enough. Yeah, like people who make those like super crazy, like I remember kind of early on, like maybe like a few months into the game, they were like, someone made like essentially France, and I was like, I'm never gonna be as good as the people online who can create freaking France. The only thing that's annoying is I have to wait till Leaf actually comes to my island before we can get the hedges DIY, which is a bit of a shame. The one thing, right, about Animal Crossing New Horizons is I think with a Switch 2 version, honestly, they should increase the size of the island. They should do a full-on 3.0 update for Switch 2. Add new bugs, add new fish, add new diving creatures, like 20 of each, maybe 10 diving because, you know, it's like not as big. Remodel the museum, add more fossils, add more paintings and statues and stuff. Obviously add a frick ton of new furniture, maybe some more villages and stuff like that. Like just full on just new update because the Switch 2 can handle so much more. Like a lot of the restrictions, like the size of this island for instance, like this entire island is essentially loaded in all at the same time. So because obviously if you have 4 people and they're all running around the island, everything needs to be loaded in. But on Switch 2 it would be able to handle so much more, so it's kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's gonna take forever, but I can't wait for even just one money rock to spawn in these little alcovey areas. It's gonna be so good. Right, so what do we want to do next? It's probably try to get Nook Miles, honestly. I'm still just so happy that we have this done. These little flower beds here. Yeah, so we're gonna have orange lilies here, and these are 2 orange trees, and that's a pear tree for Sasha. But yeah, moving people in is gonna be such a nice little like moment. Just finally we can start. So we need an expensive ass bridge. We also need to figure out how we're gonna do this river. I'm thinking of having it kind of go up a bit and then go to the side, and then we like dig out like an area of the mountain here, and we just have like a little pond at the end of it. Just adding more places to fish is just always like generally nice. So I think that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna have like probably a house in this area as well. Because if we go to the map real quick, I wish you could cursor around. Is there a way for me to do it? I guess I could do view account. So this view account is now my stylus, right? So here is where we're gonna have my house. Here is where Nan's house is gonna be. You know, Sasha's house is like here. Chevrolet's house is here. Colton's house is like here. Sterling's house is like here. So we have those 5, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have my home here. So I think a home around here, having the river go like whoop, like that, would be nice. And then also this one here, I want to have another like bigger river where it kind of goes around like this and goes back into the water. I think having 2 waterfalls would be really cool. But the thing with this one is that it's not gonna have like a major amount of bridge. It's just gonna have like one or 2 bridges for this one. But yeah, so we'll have that. We'll have a house here, so that will be our 6th house, and then we have like an area here, and then like this whole area here. So the main idea that we need to really focus on is making sure that we don't like go too crazy. I think literally like this is what I'm gonna have the river be like. But yeah, I really want to have 2 upstream rivers, 1 like really big main river, and then like a bunch of ponds sprinkled in, just because then it actually allows stuff to work better. I guess we'll just start by figuring out how this goes from here. Yeah, something like that. Maybe the river like shortens at this point and just becomes like a 3 river as well, maybe. Yeah. Now we'll do mountain time. One, and then we'll just like make it like this, where it slowly is given shape. Because then that way it's easier to see the water and all of that stuff. Like we could do something a bit more like that too. So 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. Have this little area here just so we have more fun stuff. Oh, okay. Shadows can be so misleading sometimes. Whoops. That only just hit that. I mean, I guess if we have the ability to, we may as well. Yep. So I'll have it be a 4 thing of water. Now we'll fix these edges. You know that's not what I wanted. My lord. Animal Crossing, fix your freaking controls. Oh my... Stop going an entire tile. My lord. And the reason why we want to have two upwards areas for fishing is because this one, for instance, is really not going to be that crazy in terms of like everything that entails. One thing I need to make sure is that from here, I guess, yeah, there's enough for a bridge. Okay. I love how you can just do this, and it's just like, yeah, here's my water wall. Yes, game, that's definitely what I wanted. There we go. There we go, making it just a bit bigger to help. Yeah, I think this will work well because there's enough space here easily for a house, and we can have it be that the bridge goes in and then allows you to kind of visit their house. So they're probably going to be someone who's a bit more, it's probably going to be Dobby. There we go. Ugh. There we go. We now have another lake. And a pond. Never can have too many ponds. But I don't know if that counts fully as a pond, if there's like a waterfall going into it or not. So there is that. And yeah, when this gets fixed up, it's going to be pretty nice. One of the things though is I might not even have a bridge up there. And the reason why is because I could legitimately just have it be that, there's just an incline here. And it's like, okay, well, here's an incline. Like, why do I need to have a bridge of the storming river? Because it's just going to be, like, literally 2 bridges right next to each other. And now just final touches. Like this. Yes, that's definitely what I wanted game. And like this. But yeah, so this is a very, very short, small area. And we might have, we'll probably will have a bridge like here. One thing we might do is we might extend that. And then on this side, hello. Hope you enjoy the stream. We'll extend, we'll extend this out a bit. Just so there's more room for a bridge. And there we go, we'll have like a bridge like here, so it's a bit more further away, we have more space for this stuff. So let's build the path for it. I think on the second floor, I think terracotta might be... Each floor, like, kind of area having its own, like, distinct, like, hey, this is what this place is like, I think is really good. Yeah, and that works perfectly. Yep, so we come up here, and it's like, bridge, and then like into Dobby's home, most likely, who lives here. And because they're like a book writer, it's probably going to be a lot more of a relaxed vibe. It's probably going to be one of the later houses I do though, because it's going to be so like complicated. So today is Tuesday, which means progression should be on at some point. We might even try to shorten this a bit. Even if it's just for the sake of allowing us to have more space for the house. Even just like one extra tile can mean a whole lot. And as well, being it, having the, you know, having it like move around a bit more makes it a little more realistic looking. A lot of people kind of have that complaint when it comes to Animal Crossing, especially with like islands like mine, where it's like, it's just straight lines, that's not realistic at all. And it's like, well, if it was realistic, then the river would be changing every month, and it would be completely out of hand. Okay. So now we have that pathway there. Whoops, wrong one. That is our first one done. We also need to have it connect up to here somehow. The only problem is that's a lot of space we would be undermining. Yeah, because like this space here, like that could be like a house or something. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, the main thing is above Chevrolet's home, we could easily have 2 homes stretched along the side here. So maybe like Whitney, Olivia, if I choose to go with those villages. So I think what I'll do is I have this go up to 3 spots, 1, 2, and then 3. Not massively. I haven't used the bed at all. Because I'm pretty much just fully focusing on trying to get the designs and ideas done on on this like island, which is my main island. Maybe we could do a stream for that, like maybe a member stream or something where we just visit people's dream islands. But at least for these Animal Crossing streams, I usually just want it to be like kind of like daily chore, you know, in Animal Crossing chores, as well as like, hey, you know, I did this, you know, I spent like 5 hours, not even, like I spent like 2 hours and I paid off the bridge, like woo, and then we go on to the next project. Yeah, it's gonna be so long to remove all that brick and replace it with stone. But it will be worth it. Oh yeah, right. Is that even enough space though for a house? 1, 3, 5, 7, just. Like, I mean, it is enough space. Yeah, so we have 5 currently. And then that's 6, and then 7, 8. We don't even need to be this pedantic about space, I think. Like, I'm like looking at it and I'm more stressed, like, oh no, we won't have enough room, and it's like, we will. Like, there's no way that we won't have enough room for stuff on this island. Like, yeah, this line here will have the thing, and then it'll go up and into the house. Like, we will surely have enough. I don't see why we wouldn't. Hell, we even have enough space to put a home here, like... I think we'll be fine. And if we really want to be pedantic with space, we can move the terracotta one space here. So like, yeah, it kind of gets interrupted, but then it's like immediately into the action kind of thing. And that doesn't hinder anything either. It's like, that's completely fine. Yeah, and then we just need to make sure, like, this goes into here, and then we can, like, have the incline, like, there, and then it goes up. Oh, yeah, we'll be fine. There we go. Just start that. So yeah, we'll have like one big river, one small river. Because as well, we will be getting rid of this incline at some point and making a lot more of this island like second story. The main idea, well, one of the main ideas is that this goes up and then it brings you upwards at some point, and then you're like on the second floor. And then we'll have like a bunch of just like stuff on the side here. Which we do have like a 3x3 space usually anyway, so there's probably like a lot of room here for just stuff to do. But yeah, so incline 1, and then we'll have some stuff. Apparently there's a lot of castle, like gates and towers. So we might have like a castle gate, wall, tower, wall, and then it goes into the mountain at some point, like another tower, and then a wall horizontally that only serves the purpose of like going into the mountain. Yeah, a lot of really cool stuff. So yeah, I think that will be all for this stream. We've made a good amount of progress. I'll probably move the terracotta one further, one closer rather. Yeah, we might do that now even. It's probably actually better to do grass first, because then you can fix any grass mistakes. Yeah, so just having this. The theme is making an island I enjoy. No. So the idea is I want to make an island that can allow you to get every single type of fish and bug, while still, like, every area I want to have. So let's say like this area, right? Like I want to have the furniture and everything look cool and sick, and you know, have like little like details to them. Each one of them has their own kind of like signature flower. Like obviously for villager homes they can overlap and stuff like that. We still need to put this bridge, these things in. But the main idea is just having an island that like has like maybe like a few different sections to it, where all the characters like themes can kind of come into play. So I've said this a few times, but Nan and Chevre are best friends, and they're part of a folklore kind of story where there are two goats across from each other on a river, so as you can see. And essentially they send each other mail, but they eat it because they're goats, and that's what goats do. And if we go up here, I'll be able to show it more. So over here we're going to have an entire castle section here. And in this castle section we're going to have Sterling and Colton. One of them will have like iron armor and stuff, and the other one will have gold. And then you'll go up 2 flights of stairs to an altar that is being guarded by the knights. So essentially every single character I put on the island has like a little story or a little like footnote that makes sense. So Dobie is like a rider, so I'm gonna have them kind of have like this log cabin, not in the woods, but like over the beach where I live pretty much. And it's like, oh, he can like write stories there, do cute stuff. Mira, the bunny, she's a superhero, so she's going to have like a superhero base where there's a bunch of like caution fences, and there's gonna be the super mecha hero and like its little like information bay under it. But she's gonna try to keep it a secret, so she's gonna have like it kind of be a bit more like hard to get to, and just stuff like that, like making it so then like here's the part, like here's gonna be the campsite. We have all these trees to really give it that rustic feel, and we have like a cut down tree here. Like the rocks are all in like locations. Also like just the main central area, I also want to have it be that even just in this smaller area you can catch pretty much everything. Like obviously we can't catch everything because there's like golden trouts and stuff, but it's like there's a fair bit of stuff you can do here. And then in the outer side area it's going to be a bit more of like a rural town kind of aesthetic. So like here everything has like all this structure and order. And then when we go further and further out, it's going to kind of be less organized and more like, yeah, just here's my home, here's some like flowers and stuff like that. It's like, you know, you cross this bridge here, it still has a little bit of that order. And yeah, so as you can tell, I haven't fixed it for the below area yet. But this has stone, this has brick, and up top has terracotta. So each kind of section of the map is going to have its own like default thing. So then in this area I can then use brick as like what I'm using wood for right now here, for housing and such, because brick on brick doesn't really look that good. So being able to change roads essentially is really nice. I also want to put in a bunch of features like being able to hop over something or diagonal bridges. Like I really want to like kind of showcase a bunch of the things that I ordinarily probably wouldn't focus on too much. I do have a video from ages ago, like when this game launched, of my original island. And if you watch that video, there's probably like some like, oh yeah, I can see how this person would make this idea again and stuff like that. But you know, just having like these areas where it's like it's autumn right now. So I don't have summer for ages, but I'm already prepping for, like, you know, the summer trees, and obviously these trees aren't going to be here for long. So is this area, I think, this part of it. But yeah, just making an island that, for all intensive purposes, kind of feels like where I live, in a way. Like, this is the big bustling town of our, like, you know, of where I live. And it's all, like, you know, straight lines, and it's beautiful, and, you know, everything is, like, very meticulous and stuff like that. And then when you go out, it's a lot more, like, personal. Like, it's the houses where it's, like, you know, yeah. Obviously, for my home, it's just going to be fairly stock standard, because I don't massively care. But, you know, there's going to be, like, a Mario pipe, and probably some other stuff that references that it's me. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've done. We've only been playing for under 20 days, no time traveling. And that's one of the things that I also really wanted to focus on, is I usually always, even back in the day on the original GameCube, I would time travel. So for this playthrough, we're just not time traveling, and it's been a real pain. But yeah, so over time, I can fix this now. Yeah, I really want to focus on that as a thing for this island, because I was like, I found Nan on a island. The first person we found was Chevre, and then we found Nan, and I was like, oh my god, it's another go. And then a person here called Happy Pokemon, who's a aficionado when it comes to this. They design a bunch of islands, which is really cool. They said to me, oh, they're actually best friends. So I looked deeper down the rabbit hole, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. And the reason why so Sterling and Colton are going to be the two people defending the altar, essentially. However, Sterling is going to have iron tools, because, you know, like the iron body armor, headpiece, and shoes. Whereas Colton is going to have the gold ones, because whereas, you know, Sterling cares more about the actual, like, duty and making sure people are okay and just generally being himself, Colton is all about that ego. He's like, yeah, I want the gold and stuff. It also is just cool because I'm going to have the iron soldiers and the gold statues as well. So that's going to be a really cool little build around area. But yeah. And then you look at the house, and the house is terrible. But yeah, I think so far we have a really nice island. Nothing too crazy yet. Still need to get a bunch of new clothes that actually look nice. Mannequins here and such. But yeah, hope you all really enjoyed the island. I do stream pretty much every single day this game. And then I do, hopefully, daily uploads. I don't think I did one today. But yeah. I'll see you all next time, and have a lovely